Hello everybody, welcome to Gregsbeerreviews. Let's go see what's in the fridge today. Hey everybody, thanks for stopping by Gregsbeerreviews today. This beer is Depot Street Eurail Gold. And then it says right here, Eurail Golden Ale. Right off the bat, Beer Advocate has this listed as a Kolsch. And Rate Beer has it listed as a Golden Ale / Blonde Ale. I would think if it was a Kolsch, it would be written as such on there. So I don't know what Beer Advocate is thinking here calling it a Kolsch. I don't think it is that style of beer, guys. It doesn't say that on the label. It says Golden Ale. So don't know what they smoking. Anyway, Brad sent this down to me, so thanks a bunch, Brad, for sending it down to me. He sent me several of their beers. I have not had their beers before. They're out of Jonesboro, Tennessee. I cannot get their beers here in Virginia. Must be a fairly small brewery. As a matter of fact, Beer Advocate doesn't even have a rating for it. And they've only got three different reviews here on it. So we'll find out what this brings to the table. As far as I typically read the food pairings from Beer Advocate, and they're calling it a Kolsch, so I don't think those are going to be accurate. So we're going to skip that step today, guys. It doesn't have the ABV listed on the bottle anywhere. It doesn't have it on Rate Beer, and it doesn't have it on Beer Advocate. So who the hell knows? How are you going to figure it out unless the guys put the damn ABV on the label there? So it may be on their website if they have one. I typically do not go to the websites there, guys. I usually use Beer Advocate and Rate Beer for all the information that I give you. So without further ado, let's pop the cap. I've got a nice orange cap on this. Brad, thanks again for sending them down, or sending them over to me. Let's see what this one brings to the table. Being a golden ale, should be very light in color. Should be fairly typical ABV, either 4 or 5%, something like that. Typically, they're not big ABV beer, guys. They're very light, very sessionable beers. And that's what it looks like in the glass. It's got a nice light golden color, a lot of bubbles streaming up. That pour gives us not much of a head, about a quarter finger of head. Let's get a nose on it. Kind of grassy, a little grainy, not a big hot presence to it. It's got some nice sweet malt in there. Just a hint of some citrusiness there. Maybe a hint of some lemon peel. Almost smells like a wheat beer, guys. Commercial description on this is a light-bodied German-style ale, Kolsch-like, and that's what Rate Beer has. Not really sure whether it's a Kolsch style or not. And going over to the Kolsch style, it says first only brewed in Cologne, Germany, or Cologne, Germany. Now many American brewery pubs a handful of breweries have created their own version of this obscure style. Light to medium body with a very pale color. Hop bitterness is medium to slightly assertive. A somewhat vinous, grapey from the malts, and dry flavor make up the rest. So maybe it's a cross between a golden ale and a Kolsch. Not a lot of aroma on the nose, guys. There may be some grape influences from the malt, but it smells very light. So let's give it a taste. See what we got. Cheers, everybody. Cheers, Brad. I am getting a little bit of that grapiness in there, but it's not overpowering. It's very subdued. Very light character. Not a big taste or a hop profile. I would think they're probably using some kind of European hops on this, maybe Kent Goldings or Saaz or Tetanang or something like that. Very thin, kind of watery, but typical for that style. Not a big flavor profile here, guys. This might be a good lawnmower beer. If this was ice cold and you've been out working in the yard or cutting grass or something, come in and grab one of these, iced down, chilled, really cold. Might be a good thirst quencher. But for me, being a hophead, it's just not doing it for me. Very light, very sessionable, very low ABV in my opinion. Not a big flavor profile there, guys. Maybe a good transitional beer to go from maybe the macro lagers into something with just a tad more taste in it. Whatever the alcohol is, it's very well hidden. I'm not giving any of it. It may be even a 4. If I was guessing, it would be between 4 and 5%, somewhere in that area. Not a big taste. If you're looking for a lot of taste, it's not there. Well, let's try out the fridge. Let me let her have a sip or two out of it, and then we'll come back and do the final grade on this one and see where it ends up, guys. Alright, guys, I'm back. Got just a little left here. What I usually call these beers, these kind of beers, guys, are lawnmower beers. Not a lot of taste. This one kind of grassy, kind of grainy. A little bit of hay in there. Slight breadiness to it, to the malt character. Just a hint of some citrusiness there, maybe a little lemon. And basically that's it. That's all I'm getting from this beer, guys. Like I said, if you have these iced down and you've been outside working in the yard or something, be a great thirst quencher, you know, that you could suck down pretty quick before it got hot. Or even do 2 or 3 of these and go back to doing what you were doing. I don't think it's a big alcohol beer, guys. Between 4 and 5% would be my guess, since I have no information on that here. Not typically my style of beer, but a great thirst quencher. A good lawnmower beer or a good transitional beer if you're drinking macro lagers. Then you want to try something with just a little more taste. Just a little more taste, not a lot. Well, let's do the final chug on this one. A good thirst quencher. Something you can suck down pretty quick and knock your thirst out. But as far as having a big hop presence or anything like that, not there. Very light, very sessionable. Just a hint of some citrusiness in there. Not a bad beer, but not an outstanding beer as far as I'm concerned. Not quite enough taste for this guy here. As far as I'm concerned, guys, this does have the date on it. It says Best by 09-15, which we're fast approaching that month. It actually has 09-15-15, so September 15th, 2015 is the Best Buy. And I would think it has a 3 to 4 month shelf life on it. So it's been in the bottle about 2 months, so maybe a little bit longer than 2 months. I'm reviewing this on the 24th of August, so still got about 3 weeks left on it before its Best Buy date comes and goes. So, but that's what I think. I think it's slightly above average, but not a whole lot more than that there, guys. So I believe I'm going to give it the I believe I'm going to give this I believe I'm going to give it to 5, guys. 5 is a B minus. If it didn't have the date on it, I would probably just give it an average 4, which is a C. But since it's got the date on there, I'm going to go ahead and give them the benefit of the doubt and give it a B minus, which is a 5. So, like I told you before, Beer Advocate doesn't have anything at all listed as far as any kind of ratings, and Rate Beer is not very kind. Rate Beer says overall 40 and 51 in the style. So, nothing to write home about. Nothing outstanding. As far as I'm concerned, just barely into the B category. So, good thirst quencher, good session beer, good lawnmower beer. Something you can grab 1 or 2 of these and suck them down pretty quick and go on about your business or whatever you're doing outside. If it's a nice hot day like it has been here. So, that's where we're going to leave it. I do appreciate Brad sending it to me. Let me try it because I've not had this beer before. And like I said, he sent me several other beers. So, hopefully they'll get better as we go along. We'll find out. So, thanks again, Brad, for sending it to me. Let me get to try it and review it. If you've had this one from Depot Street, they're out of Jonesboro, Tennessee. This is their Eurail, or E-U-R-A-I-L, Golden Ale. That's what it's got right on the front. Eurail, Golden Ale. So, I mean, whether it's supposed to be a golden blonde or have some Kolsch qualities to that, I'm not real sure. Not overly impressive, but decent. So that's where I'm going to leave it. If you've had it, let me know what you think. Now let's go see what's in the fridge tomorrow. See you then.